G'day everybody, welcome back to Wheel2Wheel Racing. We are here tonight for round 4 of season 12 at Monza, of all places. The track that causes absolute chaos if you're lucky, and destroys hopes and dreams if you're not. Tonight with me in the commentary box is Goat.
Yeah, how you going, Dragon? It is good to be here. Monza is, definitely a fast-paced track with those really slow corners, and definitely we're going to see a bit of carnage tonight.
And on the visuals here tonight for your viewing pleasure is Fixer Chris.
Yeah, how's it going? This is probably the round where I'd rather do the visuals rather than the driving, given what's happened in Div 1. Well, there's still some good racing, but yeah, expect carnage, because that's just how it is in Monza. But hopefully these guys can give us a good show.
Yeah, hope so.
Yes, Monza things are to be suspected.
Yeah, obviously the danger zone, turn 1, obviously lap 1, turn 1, coming into that big heavy braking zone after a straight. And then once everyone's got themselves sorted out from there, you go through Curva Grande and into the second chicane, which was also a little bit of a point of chaos in Div 1 as well. So it can definitely kick off in the blink of an eye here if these drivers are not careful. Yes. We've got quite cloudy and foggy conditions here tonight from the looks of it.
Yeah, very.
Yeah, that's definitely going to cool the track down. I don't know if it's going to make it grippy or maybe even a bit slippery and cold, but we will see how they go. As I don't know, we might send them out for qualifying. What do you reckon, Dragon?
Yeah, just waiting on one driver to tick in, that being Darth Berserk.
Yeah, it is misty for cloudy weather. I guess that's how cloudy is in Italy.
I don't know. I can't say I've ever been there. As we have 13 in, I'll let them know the pits are open and we can get quali underway here.
Yep, let's send them loose. And the Discord bot just gave out the notification that the stream is on.
There you go. Finally caught up. Lovely.
Lovely.
Lovely stuff.
Right, so out of the pits first we have It's Flossie for Dragon's Den Racing, and then following him we have MCDC for Scuderia Quadrifolios.
Yeah, just behind MCDC we have Brutal for the 180 Embroidery Team Dodgy Racing, and following Brutal we have Squiddy for the Hybrid Ag sponsored Scuderia Quadrifolio team.
Yeah, then close following here we have Suit Lad in a privateer entry, and then following here we've got another privateer in Tate 2J.
Following Tate, we have the 13R duo of Oil in My Blood and Jonesy here, back from the Gold Coast last weekend is Oily, and Jonesy looking to carry on good form.
Yeah, and behind him we have the man himself, Dodgy, who runs Team Dodgy Racing, and behind him we've got Corbin. For El Plan, El Plan.
Yep, just behind Corbin we have his teammate for El Plan, Midrisky, and back behind Midrisky we have Broken Spoke, another one of the 180 Embroidery Team Dodgy Racing members.
Then rounding out the field we have Darth Berserk for the Damn Hexagons racing team. AMS Excavations actually sponsor that team. So there we go, that has rounded out the field.
Yeah, maybe we can jump up to the front and you can talk us through a lap there, Go.
Okay, well, we're coming up to turn 1 on board with Flossie. Just going down into first gear here. I want to be very smooth on inputs actually, because it's very easily to get sideways And then you want to hold it to the right hand side here. And he seems to be drifting off wide.
This tends to happen with Flossie.
He
Sometimes
will.
he will just
He'll teleport back onto the track
See?
Oh,
shortly.
yep, okay,
There it is.
yep.
Carry on, good.
Yep, braking. Yeah, second gear corner here. You can run very severely over the first one, but be careful on the right hand side. Then down to third here for Lesmo 1. Third gear corner, you don't want to go too wide, that'll just carry off into no man's land. Brake at the 50, down gear, flick it in for Lesmo 2. And you got a mediocrely long straight here. Keep it, hold the gears for a long time. This Porsche has really long gearing. And then braking at the 100 board on the right. So third gear initially, and then hopefully you've got to flick it left at the end just to try and get a good exit there. If you run over the AstroTurf, it'll ruin your run and probably ruin your lap. So you don't want to do that ideally. And then probably brake around 75 metres here.
Oh, he's gone at about the 50. That was very late there from
very
Flossie.
late. Down to third gear and then run it narrow for the quickest time.
Let's see, 45, 46,
We've got
46.7.
46.7. That's not too bad actually. And its provisional pole is Brutal's just behind him with a 46.8.
Squiddy goes third, 47.0. Jonesy in the fourth, 47.2. And Corbin rounds out our top five currently with another 47.2, 300ths of a second behind Jonesy there.
Yeah.
Someone has had an oopsie. Yeah, Oily not having a great time. I'm not sure what's happened there. He's picked up damage and everything.
Yeah, I think he just got on that AstroTurf and spun it. And yeah, he's just gone in the pits to abort the lap and start the next one.
Yep, give yourself a new set of tyres, repair that damage and get back underway. As the rest of the field all coming towards the exit of the second chicane and into the Lesmos here. And Oily's got a 3-second penalty for his trouble on entering the pits there as well. Just for good luck.
And Squid has Squid's just aborted his lap and doing a bit of bush bashing on Lesmo too. Yeah, sure what he's doing there.
Yeah, so Flossie currently purple with his Mario race suit on. That's terrifying to see looking through his windshield. Coming through the Parabolica now. On the power, really nice and early.
Yeah, this looks like a nice lap from Flossie. We'll see what it is, and it is a 46.5.
MCDC and Brutal to the line now, no improvement out of either of them. Got Spoken Darth Berserk coming around now as well.
As Tate goes to second. And the 400s off the back of Flossie.
No improvement out of the other drivers there. Alrighty, lap number 3 now. Getting underway for our drivers. They should get about 4 flying laps, plus the outlap. Half the chance is gone. Oh, Brutal's had a rough run through the second chicane. That'll be this lap gone. Hasn't gotten in anyone's way though.
Yeah, he did well not to avoid a penalty there because it can make you serve it. Well, I think it should be right there, but it might make you serve it the next lap, which would ruin both of his laps.
So, having a look through, I can't see any... Oh, Corbin has got a penalty there.
Flossie's purple by 3/4. 75 of a second. It's on for like a low 46.
Interestingly here, Corbin's got a 2-second penalty. Jonesy is backed out of his lap. And Midrisky has a half-second penalty behind Corbin. So this pack in the middle is about to bunch up with the tail end of that pack as well. Oh, Jonesy's in a bit of a rough spot trying to get by there. Dodgy on a hot lap as well, still trying to get by. Goes up the inside of mid. I think he's actually invisible for me. I can't see where he is.
Risky?
Dodgy.
Dodgy.
Yeah, that was sort of a bit funky.
Midrisky burnt a penalty and was right on the racing line as Dodgy on a hot lap was coming through, unfortunately. Some people deciding to jump into the pits. That's going to be their quali over. Tate's got a half a second penalty as well.
As Dodgy aborted his lap, so... yeah,
we got Oily coming up the line now in 13th at the moment to set the first hot lap here.
Yep, we'll see how it goes. It's looking quick. Low 47, 47.1. Yeah.
Jumps up into 8th between Squiddy and Suitlad. That's not too bad. MCDC in 6th has got a 2-second penalty. Jonesy in 5th has pulled out of the lap. I saw someone else with a penalty there as well. Broken Spoke has a 1-second penalty. They're being dished out everywhere. Tate's got a half a second.
Spoke just...
Absolute chaos. Someone's around.
Yeah, let's Mo. Let's Mo too. Yeah, that's Spoke.
Yeah.
Good. Welcome to Monza, folks.
Squiddy is right in the slipstream of Tate on the run up to Ascari here as well.
Yeah, I don't know what he's...
to burn that penalty.
Yeah, Tate back out of it. As Squiddy... Yeah, Squiddy is a 10th up, so we might follow this lap.
He's not had a great run through there.
Just a 1 minute warning from...
That was a bit average even for Squid. So,
blunt as ever, go.
But we'll see him round off this lap here.
Any big moves in quali positions are going to be made now. Majority of the field coming up the line.
We don't think Squid's going to hit.
Any improvement out of Squid?
Nope. Called it.
No. So, last person that might finish a lap is going to be Oily, down in 8th at the moment. The other two on the back straight have pulled out of their lap. It's going to be very close on time whether Oily can make this or not. As he rounds the Parabolica.
Yeah, I think he will.
The power a bit early. He's got a decent run out though.
He runs it narrow. It's a 47.1.
Not enough to jump up. He gets a little bit closer to Squid though. And that's going to be it. Flossie from Tate, Brutal and Corbin on the second row. Jonesy and MCDC make up the third. Squid and Oil on the fourth. Suitlad and Darth Berserk on the fifth row. Mid and Spoke on the sixth. And Dodgy on his lonesome at the back there. Is going to be our grid.
Alright. Who do you want to jump on board with?
What are you thinking, Chris?
I'll jump on board with Corbin.
Alright, Corbin out of fourth place.
Right. Yeah. You'll have a good view of the proceedings.
Just enough towards the front to be part of the chaos, but not too far back to where he's right at the end of it.
He's got to jump on Brutal.
I don't know, I think Brutal might have it.
Brutal might have it. Here we go, folks, into turn one.
They're 2 by 2 behind Corbin. MCDC! And he got reset before he could take anyone else out. Oily's around. And it looks like everyone else has gotten through fine. MCDC's almost spun it trying to recover from getting reset as well.
That wasn't
now
too
our
bad.
top two already have a 1 second gap at the front. Brutal and Corbin the same with a 1 second gap.
Jonesy's hit the grass.
That broke himself a little. No. He's gotten out of everyone's way though.
That was well done.
Well done, Jonesy. He's not gotten in anyone's way there somehow. Mid's going to try to look up the inside here.
Oof.
He's got to leave that room on the exit. He does well.
He's done it.
Jonesy gets he's backing out, letting Mid have that spot as Jonesy. Not fighting up. 1-2.
Smart racing there.
I think I see Z there. I can't actually see his car on track.
You looking for Dragon?
It looks like 5th through 7th is looking quite busy.
Yeah, but
And we have our two
Floss...
breakaways of 2 in first, second, and third ball.
Oh, as Corbin gets a penalty. I must have got that out of Ascari there, but he's going to make a move on Brutal, try around the outside. Oh, that... Brutal's giving him a squeeze. Corbin staying in it.
Corbin opened up the steering there to try and avoid that. I think there was room.
Yeah.
That 1 second penalty, he's just going to try and make hay while the sun shines. Back in 6th and 7th, Darth Berserk and Suitlad side by side. Suitlad getting the tow from Squiddy coming into turn 1 here. And he's eventually going to hold on to that spot. He goes deep. Oh, someone's made a mistake. I think Corbin's made a mistake there. Squiddy now back within 0.6 of a second.
MCDC's gone straight. He's gone straight at the first corner. Ooh. It's not right. Nah.
Suitlad has had some trouble coming out of the first chicane. Dropped that spot back to Darth Berserk. Now has broken spoke on his tail. As we come out of the second chicane now.
Yep, so they're a bit line at stern at the minute. Single file, but yeah, we do have those 2 breakaways at the front. Tate and Flossie holding strong.
Yeah, Brutal and Corbin now with Squiddy for company. Corbin about to serve that penalty. He's probably going to drop behind Darth Berserk, maybe even Suitlad here. As we come up to the penalty zone, he's on the anchors, back on power now in 3rd gear. Oh, Darth Berserk's not quite going to get there, but he's going to be right with him as they come on to the start-finish straight on the Exeter Parabolica here.
Yeah, that can really cost you those penalties because it makes you serve it at the start of that straight, which will just ruin your momentum all the way down to the Parabolica. As we see, Squid has found the fastest lap of the race, 46.7. Nice work, Squid.
Yep, great. Second lap there at a Squid. And, just behind.
Dragon sounded actually a bit robotic. Gil, can you confirm?
Yes, I can. Yeah, I'm getting the same thing going.
Yeah, just take over for me, guys.
Yep, will do.
Yep.
So we've got Flossie up the front with 1 second gap back to Tate. That seems to be, Flossie seems to be leading away a little bit here.
Yeah, hang on, Gil. There's a bit of activity here at the rear of the back. Jonesy looking to make moves.
Brutal's
and there's
had
a yellow flag.
Boss.
Brutal's bottled it. Oh no.
Oh, that's out of race mode too. And he's got damage. That is not ideal for poor Brutal there. That's a shame. And I'm not sure how he's done that, if he had help or whatnot. As dodgy. I thought that was going to be a crash there, but that was kind of well avoided.
Josie just did a skid through a Ascari, reminiscent of Sebastian Vettel, but held it together.
He did too, so that was well held. As Flossie sees that fastest lap from Squid and sort of puts the foot down for the next lap and makes sure he gets it. So Flossie with the fastest lap once again.
46.5. Is that close to his whole lap?
Oh, Tate's just found 2.5 seconds.
Must have cut turn 1.
Yeah, he's cut turn 1 a little bit too much. So I reckon Squid or maybe even Corbin is going to have him here. That is catastrophic. That's not ideal.
If Squid can maintain this gap to Tate, Squid will definitely have second, because a 2.5 second penalty served at the exit of Ascari. That can equate to about 4.5 seconds of time loss.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. So at the moment, it is Flossie's race to lose, but we could see him get have some sort of incident and land him back into Tate and Squid's hands. So you never really know at Monza. It can, it always likes to throw that curveball. We might stay on board with Tate here, yep, and see where he ends up. So Squid's got him, Corbin's got him, Darth is just gonna sit in behind. So yeah, that has cost him about 4 seconds there.
That's just pain.
Yeah.
I think this is the theme of the night, really. Racing in Monza.
Yeah.
It's pain.
Yeah, it has
echoed by Tombo in chat. Bad luck or bad driving. Yeah, happens to the best of us, Tombo.
Yeah.
How you doing, Becca Boy? Kitman, Zoo, Apex. Don't forget to drop a like. Yeah. Can't say much because I'm just trying to find something to chew.
Just saw Oil try and make a move on Dodgy. Had a bit of a think about it and thought better of it. But yeah, Oil seems to be having a bit of a run coming into this second chicane. So we might see a move from him here. No, just backs out of it.
Hopefully Gitman did get a hold of your internet, Dragon. Good to have you back. You can hear us?
Yeah, I can hear loud and clear, just having trouble actually connecting back to the game now, so hopefully shouldn't be too much longer.
Yeah. Well, Flossie has extended his lead to about 2.5 seconds now. Back to Squid, who is running his own race, a second clear of Corbin. Yeah. Actually, Squid's got really good tyres compared to Tate and Corbin. Tate and Corbin are the worst, I believe, because they're both on controllers, but yeah, so they're pushing really hard.
Staying on board.
Yeah, I can confirm the recent change they made with the tyre heating and stuff has nerfed controller yet again. So
yeah, that's definitely not ideal. As we see, Suit Lad is going for a move around the outside of Darth Berserk. Talk from experience, that doesn't really work, but he's made it work. As
lovely.
Yeah, lovely. So well done from Suit Lad. Going around the outside of the first chicane, that's pretty impressive stuff.
Meanwhile, at the back, Oiley's still hanging on to Dodgy's rear wing, but Dodgy's got a broken spoke in front of him for assist.
Yeah, I wonder if they will hold positions or they'll have a bit of a scrap towards the end. As we see, Darth's just gone off in front of them.
Oh, spoke. I think almost lost it.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, something's happened to Darth Berserk. He's fallen off. I was so glad.
Yeah, he has. He had a little off on that second chicane, and yeah, that's what's brought him back. So Spoke might get him here if he has a good Ascari, and might be able to just get the run on him into Parabolica.
Good Ascari, implying that Spoke's got a car named Ascari. It's actually a real car manufacturer. I believe it's Spanish or Italian.
Oh, right. As we,
We'll jump on
as
board
we jump on board with Flossie, a calculated drive from him. That is a well-earned victory there. Coming across the line in second, we have Squidly and Corbin, followed by Tate with that unlucky penalty. Suit Lad with a pretty good drive. Darth Berserk should be able to hold off Broken there. We've got Dodgy, Oil, and Jones in 10th, MCDC 11th, Patricia 12th, and coming home 12 seconds behind is Brutal with One to Forget.
So I believe it's just another routine victory for Flossie. Not a good show from the 13R boys in race 1. Plenty of time to make it up in race 2.
Yeah, definitely. Flossie is just adding to his trophy collection now. Yeah, I believe that.
The pressure's on him. He's got to maintain his this form, especially after that superstar performance from Troy last week. Yeah, that was fast, wasn't it? Fast and interesting.
Yeah, yeah, it was. There was a lot of action.
I wish
in
I
that.
could say I enjoyed it, but I didn't get to see a whole lot of it. Sounded good though.
Yeah, well, it was. Yeah, it was yeah, not bad actually. It was really clean. I was sort of impressed how clean they navigated the first lap.
Yeah, just the little incident with MCDC there, I think was the only big one.
Yeah, I believe.
Yep, and Tate getting 2.5 seconds worth of penalties for the first chicane.
Well, let's let our drivers cool down. In the meantime, I'll just play some messages from our sponsors. Be right back, folks.
Do you own a business needing new equipment? Or perhaps you're wanting a good set of wheels for that shiny new bike licence? Maybe you're after that well-earned boat for retirement. Or you desperately need a new car or caravan for those family getaways? Get in touch with Jade Finance today.
And we are back. You just heard from our sponsors at AMS Excavations, 180 Embroidery, and our main sponsor, Jade Finance Australia. Big thanks to them. Also, big thank you to Permobil, who sponsors CP Motorsports for this season. At Permobil, our purpose is to innovate for individuals to create advanced solutions that make the lives of people living with disabilities more enriching. Our dedicated teams work tirelessly to make this happen. At Permobil, we are leading change. We see ability. Check out their website at www.permobil.com. Also, thank you to Hybrid Ag. They're passionate about educating people about the importance of nutrient density and the significant beneficial impact this can have on our health and the environment. We help people to apply this knowledge with a view to transform food quality as we know it today. Learn more at www.hybridag.com.au.
Yeah, well, thanks again to all our sponsors there. And I'm going to flick you a question, Dragon. What do we think about race 2, mate? What do you reckon would be a good strategy?
I think we'll see a majority of the field running on the soft tyre for the entire race and going for a two-stop. There is the option of trying to stretch out a one-stop, but having to save enough fuel to get about 15, 16 laps and then running quite long on the soft tyre as well. I mean, it might work depending on the pace of the soft runners and if some people catch some dramas, but I feel like it would be very tough to make work.
Yeah, definitely. I have seen it done pretty well by the guy we're talking with. But, yeah, it does require a lot of tyre saving and a lot of talent as well. So, but, yeah, it definitely can be done and can be made competitive.
Yeah, and I think a little stat for the people at home that I found out last week, even with Troy filling in for Flossie, the number 37 car has not started anywhere else except for pole position for this entire season.
So far.
So far.
So far. Lovely. That's very impressive statistics. Just being that consistent, because it is hard to turn those laps, and even with the 1 lap quali, you only get 1 shot. So
Yeah, one little mistake and your one-shot quali is gone, and he's
yeah,
somehow kept that car on the front row through, what is it, 3, 4, maybe 5 or 4 one-shot qualies, including the two from round 1 in our sprint round. There we go, everyone's ticked in now.
yep. So we might open pit lane here for
Oh no.
Flossie's back. As we jinx, don't jinx it.
We jinxed it. We jinxed it.
Yeah, no, he'll come
we're
back.
sorry, Flossie. We're so sorry.
No, but he will hopefully come back soon and yeah, to make his 1 lap.
Very unfortunate timing. But I think it's okay to allow the 1 lap if he can return quickly. There he is.
Yeah,
so
which he has.
Yep.
Yeah,
just letting
that.
us know he crashed out of the lobby. So
Yeah. Just letting us know he's here.
He'll be back.
Yeah, but that
Did
1
it for
lap.
dramatic effect, honestly.
Yeah, but the 1 lap outright pace of that guy is just amazing. How he can put it together with all that pressure as well.
Okay.
Sorry.
Somehow he has crashed out of the lobby, rejoined, and still exited the pits before Jonesy.
Oh.
So, speaking of his pace,
Yeah, he's just that good. He's on another level.
Even his pace on the PlayStation is amazing.
Yeah. Mate, he's got his LAN cable plugged straight into NASA.
We'll also provide
they're supplying
the
the
best
weather
internet ever.
and Flossie's
data.
internet.
Yeah.
So yeah, thanks NASA. Shout out.
Yeah, thanks NASA. Right. Well, I might jump on board with Brutal for this first lap, seeing he's out of the pits first.
Alright, talk us through it.
And yeah, I might take you through a lap with Brutal. So, he's coming down the main straight here. A bit of a side draft, which is kind of interesting. He's going to brake about 125. That first gear, he's he's done that well actually. Not too sideways. He's kept it controlled and out of there quite nicely. Okay, so you got to hold it over to the right hand side here, which he's doing well. There'll be a little road on the right here that he's got to brake at. Down to second gear. Little bit wide through there, but it's okay. It won't lose too much time because it is it's a short straight to Lesmo 1.
Dodgy's pulled out of his lap, as has MCDC.
Oh, right. Yeah, as we see, Brutal's just gone down again, flicked it right to Lesmo 2, and then onto this back straight here, coming up to a scarring.
Bit of tailwind.
Yeah, bit of tailwind, so you'd have to brake a little bit earlier than normal.
Oh, turn in a bit too early.
Yeah, not that early. that's fine. And yeah, not a bad exit out of there, actually. Stretching the gears out, which is good to see. It's how you drive this. He's broke pretty late. Nice apex there.
Run it
Little bit wide.
F1 style.
Oh, just missed that big curb
Tate's
on
not
the
going to
right.
get a lap here as well. 1 second penalty for Tate.
Oh,
Oily and
right.
Squid are side by side as well.
So that's it.
Suit Lad goes to pole.
So
Oily.
Tate-
Oil. 47-2.
Why? Sorry, we're just jumping around, folks. Just can't keep up with what's going on. because we don't
Corbin
have a
to
lot
the
of
top.
Here we go. Flossie
Wow.
coming around the Parabolica now, going by Dodgy, who's abandoned his lap. He's a little bit on the racing line, hopefully. There we go, they get through. Flossie goes pole. Last car that can try and take that from him is Jonesy coming to the line now.
Will the streak
Who
stay
has it?
alive?
He's just out.
The streak is alive.
He's done it again.
He's
The streak is
pole.
still
He's
alive, folks.
defied physics once more.
So even with a game crash, he's still managed to keep that streak alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
And
yeah,
Corbin not happy with it,
As
giving
you
him a
see
bit of a whack.
Corbin's appreciation
Yeah.
from that.
physics isn't invented for Flossie.
No, it isn't. It's just for everyone else.
Yeah,
So, that is qualifying.
just give our drivers a feel if they want to change tires, because the hard tires are available, but the softs are the only tires that are mandatory.
And we are starting now, as the drivers have been told. Starting soon. Good luck from our lobby host, Jonesy.
Oh, well, we
Yeah,
check
and-
too.
Interestingly, no one has gone onto hard tyres, so, like you said, Dragon, everyone's going conventional.
They are.
Right,
Yeah.
choose your driver. Go. We want to jump on.
Okay, we might go on board with Suit Lad here for the start of this race. In 5th place.
See how he goes off the line here.
Oh, a bit of a
He's
late
got an alright
reaction.
launch. Squiddy's got the run on him, and he's fallen off the pack of the cars ahead. Not
Yes.
enough for Squid to get alongside, though. And here we go, coming into the braking zone. Everyone being nice and cautious. Oh, they're coming together.
Oh, bit of a domino
Oh.
effect.
Oh,
Ah,
Keep it
oh,
together,
Superlad's
lads.
been turned,
Ah,
and Brutal's been hit. It's all happening now.
could be
Superlad got
worse.
turned, Brutal got hit, and Broken Spoke is facing the wrong way. So,
yeah.
not a very good race start for Team Dodgy there.
No, Suit Lad just being the bottleneck there, and everyone sort of queuing up behind him, had nowhere to go. But back up front, we've got Flossie still in the lead, followed by Corbin, who's 0.7 behind.
And
And
Oily part of the breakaway as well. Just barely still in that slipstream of Corbin.
yeah,
Jonesy already in a bit of no man's land, over a second either side of him, so
yes, Squid did not too bad out of that, seeing as he was almost turned by Suit. So, yeah, I thought he, it wasn't too bad from Squid.
yeah, the Squid and Mid pairing here in 5th and 6th trying to catch up to Jonesy and tag along the back there. Tate has broken away from the group behind, and the group behind is the big one, containing Suit Lad, Brutal, MCDC, Darth, and Dodgy hanging just off of the back of that. So we'll see if any moves are going to be made here.
Jump on board with MCPC. He might make a move on Brutal to turn 1.
Yeah, Brutal just getting the whispers of slipstream off the Suit Lad, not enough to help him defend here. We'll see how they go on to brakes. MCDC a lot later on brakes, releasing them and just cutting the nose off of Brutal there on the apex. Nothing Brutal could do to try and hold that position there.
Nicely done from MCDC.
While we're inside MCDC's cabin, let's just have a listen to the plunks of the gearbox. Then it's just enjoyable.
As he doesn't change a gear.
Here he is.
Oh, you got a big oversteer moment there on the exit of the second chicane. Looks like Tate's had a little bit of trouble as well, just up ahead. Suit Lad right back in the slipstream there. And the Squid and Mid pairing in 5th and 6th have caught back up to Jonesy. So our normal packs starting to form throughout the field now. A couple of breakaways, but
It's the
Dividends
reunion
up.
of Corsa, Squid and Midrisky, I think. Is Midrisky part of Corsa previously?
I don't think Midritsky has been part of Corsa. I'm not sure.
Yeah, so
But-
we back at the front, we've sort of got a bit of Noah's Ark action happening here. It's a little bit 2x2. But yeah, Corbin seems to be just sticking behind Flossie here and saving a bit of fuel, which is a good idea. I'll be interested to see how Corbin goes because you'll have to save a lot of tyre wear to make the two-stop work. And him being on controller, so I wonder how he's going to go with that, whether it's going to be like he's going to pit 7 at the start, or he's going to try and drag it out to 8 or 9.
He's definitely better off trying to get 8 out of the way straight away.
Yeah.
That's what I was able to do, and I'm not great on my tyres, but Corbin's known for being a bit worse on his, so... usually that rear left will last until you get to about a scarring on your in-lap on all 3 stints. So, I'm sure Corbin can make it work. We saw him drive on some pretty much completely dead tyres as Flossie's doing his teleporting again. Through, was it last week in the Mercedes?
Yeah.
Yeah, around Trump.
Yes.
I guess it's pretty scary for Corbin to see Flossie teleporting like that.
Yeah.
Well, the scary part about it is you don't know where he's going to reappear.
Yeah.
He might... You saw him go off the track, but Flossie might have had like a half slide, and all of a sudden you're right up behind him when he reappears right before the braking zone kind of thing, so...
And his Mario suit just makes it creepier.
That honestly,
Yeah.
looking back through his windshield is terrifying. That Mario face, I hate it.
Yeah, it's haunting. But
He's put a little bit of a gap on Corbin here, out to 0.6. Oily just out of that slipstream range at 1.2. And then we have our group of 3, Jonesy, Squid, and Mid. And then behind them we have another group of 3, Tate, Suitlad, MCDC. Oh, Brutal with a massive slide behind him, making another group of 3 here now. Brutal, Duff, Berserk, and Dodgy. So 3 is the number of the day here by the look of it.
it is. As Darth has a bit of a run on Brutal, and looks like he's going to go for a move down the inside.
Oh, he's
gone
well
a bit deep.
outbroke himself there.
Oh, Brutal's done nice there.
Beautifully done. And
Will
Dodgy
Dodgy
looking to
capitalise?
capitalise, maybe? No.
Nah. Dodgy's feeling nice today.
It's unusual. Jonesy's got a 1 second penalty and dropped back from 4th place. He's lost a spot to Squid there.
Oh, that's
That
going to
could break
hurt.
up the Squid and mid pairing as well once this penalty's served.
It could.
Did you just say get good?
Oh, Jonesy not having a great time through here. Mid maybe getting held up a little bit.
Yeah, just a bit of that aero wash. It's crucial here. There's so much of it
Okay.
when you're behind someone.
Jonesy is going to end up with Tate, Suitlad, and MCDC in his slipstream now after that 1 second penalty. Has fallen off the back. Mid-risky within half a second of Squid still as well. My goodness, the top 3 have all done lap times within about 1/10 of a second of each other as well.
That is amazing.
So, Flossie with a 47.083, CCH with a 47.034, and Oily with a 47.041.
Within half a tenth. Yeah. So very consistent from our top 3.
Draw your attention to... Oh, never mind. I was going to draw your attention to 5th place. I thought Chris was going to make a move and he gave Squid a bump.
Yep, Mid's been pretty happy to sit in behind Squiddy for the majority of this race and just work through it, so I don't expect to see that position change anytime soon. Jonesy, on the other hand, in 6th, trying to fight back up to that pack, could have Tate to deal with very shortly if he's not careful. One small mistake and Tate's going to be right on him in that race's branded Porsche.
It's early stage of the race. It's important to preserve your tires because the cars are heavy with a full tank, so it's heavier on the tires.
Yeah. Oh, Mid's had a bad run through Ascari and is dropping off the back of Squid now, 0.6 of a second.
Tate, bit of a rallying session.
Jonesy with a 2.5 second penalty.
Oh my goodness. It just gets worse.
He's not happy about it either. Something big has happened to Dark Berserk on this lap as well. Dropped all the way back to 13th behind Spoke, who had that lap 1 drama. So it's all starting to happen as the tyres start to wear. Speaking of the tyres starting to wear, looking at Corbin's tyre wear is a little bit painful. It's he's definitely wearing them. Oh, he's sideways through there as well as he takes a bit of curb with him on the exit of the first chicane.
Yeah, although the back left seems to be pretty good. Like the rear tyres are not too bad. They seem to be pretty consistent with everyone else. And they're the ones that really go here. So
and he just went purple.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been running purple pretty consistently in the slipstream of Flossie, who has no inputs.
So expect another
Is he
teleport.
lagging out again, maybe?
Yeah, I think so. Okay.
There we go.
There
Yeah,
he is.
there we go. He's back.
I bet that was...
he's
he's
off.
gone.
Oh, he's gone.
Oh no.
That's very unfortunate there for Flossie. That was good result gone, unfortunately.
I am sorry, Flossie, and thank you for ruining my leaderboard.
It's alright, now we can see...
Flossie's
I
fault.
see your name in 13th now, Chris, so...
Oh no.
Yeah,
pick up the pace, mate.
I'm letting you down, Dragon. I'm sorry.
It's not good enough, buddy.
So now Corbin leads at the front by 1.1 from Oil in My Blood, who's been slowly trying to close that gap. 6 seconds back to Squiddy and Mid as Jonesy serves his penalty from 5th place and drops all the way down to 8th. Squiddy and Mid are still...
Hang on. Oiley's already in?
Going again. After 6, that's interesting.
Interesting strategy. Suit
As a suit lad.
Yeah.
What are these guys doing?
What are we looking? And my game just crashed. So
Oh, lovely.
Oh, now I'm 13th.
thanks, Flossie.
Come on, goat. Pick it up, mate.
Sorry, Dragon. Just can't compete.
No.
Anyway,
to the audience, hang on. To the audience, sorry, you have to see my game loading up because I don't have a second screen.
That's alright. We running in radio mode now as Corbin has 7.3 seconds to the second place runner or 7 now.
I might just jump in there, Dragon. My mum always said I had a face for radio, so this will be pretty good.
This is
There you go.
And
So
I don't know how
7
he's-
seconds. So 7 seconds the gap from Corbin to Squiddy. Mid-risky 0.8 of a second back from Squiddy now, hanging on to the whispers of the slipstream. Tate 2 seconds to the rear of Mid-risky in 4th place. MCDC in the slipstream of Tate back by 3/4 of a second. 2.5 seconds back to Jonesy, who has another 1.5 second penalty.
Oh no.
Back from Jonesy, it's another 2.5 seconds to Brutal, but we'll see that change as Jonesy serves the penalty. 1 second back from Brutal to Dodgy. Half a second back from Dodgy to Oil, who we've seen pit. Spoke is 6.5 seconds to the rear of Oily. Darth Berserk 8 seconds behind Spoke, and Suit Lad rounding out the field 8 seconds behind Darth Berserk.
and that is all.
As
for,
we have Tate in the pits at the end of lap 7.
And that is all for the Dragon and Goat podcast. I am back in the lobby.
Yeah.
And check out 5th place while you're at it there. Jonesy with a run on Brutal coming into turn 1, late on the brakes.
Brutal gets
And
Jonesy gets it done.
But he does a little wide on the exit, but he's got a good enough run out of there, I think, to be able to hold that spot. As Tate goes onto the hard tyre. There we go.
Is he looking to finish on hards?
Suit Lad and Tate both on the hard tyre. Oily has gone softs again. Oily losing a lot of time behind the TDR duo. Brutal getting a slide here out of the second chicane as well. Just going to lose that spot to Oily, who goes around the outside. As looking at the rear left of Brutal, it is on its last legs. Oily now up behind Dodgy. You can just see the extra grip that he has in those fresh soft tyres as well.
Yeah, I think Tate and Suitlad will find themselves in a bit of strife here, because they've pitted on, I think it was lap 7, and that is a long way for fuel to make it on fuel.
Question from Gibman: what lap are we on, gentlemen? Because my game's
we are lap 8.
End of lap 8.
End of lap 8. There you go, Gib.
So Corbin in at the end of 8, Squiddy coming in at the end of 8, Mitty coming in at the end of 8, MCDC also following in. No one looking to stretch for 9. Jonesy as well. Dodgy, Oily staying out after pitting earlier.
Yeah. Oils found the undercut on Corbin. So that wasn't a bad choice. Actually, he's underfueled a lot compared to Corbin. So I'm going to say Corbin's going to go for his 9th lap stint. 9-lap stint here.
I'm not quite sure what Oily has planned here, to be honest. He did 6 and then pitted.
Yeah,
so,
he might do a 3-stop.
Maybe.
I've never seen one yet, so this might be interesting. And it could pay off for him.
Oh, down in 7th and 8th here as well. Tate and Dodgy side by side coming through the Curva Grande.
Yeah, Dodgy has that inside line. You'd hope he'd get it done on being on softs. So Tate sends it back.
A bit of contact made. Loose on the exit. Here comes Suit Lad.
He backs out of it.
Yeah, smart.
Oh, Brutal got a 1.5 second penalty coming out of that second chicane. He's just taken too much out of that.
It's an absolutely brutal penalty.
It is. Boom, boom.
And just interrupt for a bit. I can promise you, Tate, I'm on board with Tate, and he does not have blue flags. The game's just live.
Alright, thanks, Chris. That might be a bit mumbled up for you guys, because he did leave and come back.
It's just Gran Turismo things.
Just Gran Turismo things. So we've got Oil out to a 3-second lead, with a couple lap old tyres compared to Corbin, and a lot less fuel. So I'm not entirely sure what Oil's plans are. And then we've got Squiddy about 6.5 behind on fresh rubber, and same amount of fuel as Corbin.
Yeah, so he's taken about half a second out of Corbin that lap, I think. It was about 7 seconds before they pitted. And the Squiddy and Mitty partnership has been blown out by about 5 seconds now as well.
Yeah.
So, not quite sure what's happened there, but on Midrisky's outlap, he's done a 2-minute 2, while Squid did a 2-minute flat, so that's where that's happened. But it's looking like the only close pairing that we have on track now is Suitlad and Tate.
Yeah, everyone seems to be pretty spaced out. Not much action on track on just coming towards the middle of this race.
I don't think we'll be seeing Suitlad and Tate fight either, as they're both on the hard tyre, looking to go quite long.
Yeah, it would be. It wouldn't be wise to fight, seeing as they've got such a long stint. As Tate has a huge moment coming out of Ascari.
Yeah, Oiley's also just done a 46.9 to take the fastest lap of the race as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna say he's doing a 3-stop, so he's got to do a few 46s to make that work.
So looking at 6, 12, 8, and then all the way to the end. If he keeps this 6 lap stints.
Possibly, as he goes purple again through Sector 1. I feel like he's still got a quarter of a tank, so I think he could go longer than just the 2 more laps.
Baffling.
So, I believe when he pitted at the end of 6, had 55 litres of fuel remaining. I don't know, we'll just have to wait and see with this one, I guess, but he is absolutely flying right now.
Oh my goodness, purple by half a second.
Yeah.
Oiley's a man possessed.
He has found VTEC that engine.
But he has found 8 seconds on Corbin as well. So Corbin playing, sorry, 0.8 of a second. Yeah, so Corbin just playing a long game here.
46.3 out of Oiley that time around. Corbin goes through with a PB of a 46.8, but that's unfortunately not much to help you when Oiley's running around doing those times.
Yeah, that is lightning from Oil.
Corbin building that half second that he lost to Squiddy back out as well, out to 7 seconds, the gap between those two again now. And Tate and Spoke, 9th and 10th, side by side, coming down the start-finish straight here. Tate tucking on in, brutal in the slipstream of these two as well. Tate pulls out so he can see his braking marker, but nice and cautious under braking on them hard tyres. See if Spoke can continue his run up through the field and catch up to Suitlad here now as well.
Yeah, Tate just letting that move happen, seeing he was on the hard tyre. There's not much he can do really with that massive grip deficit. I believe it's about, it's close to 1.5 to 2 seconds a lap slower, so yeah, not much he can do.
Yep, Spoke putting 0.8 of a second on Tate now as well. Brutal right underneath that rear bumper. Could maybe look for a move into Ascari. Oh, Tate's run a little wide. Did well to hold that before it got too far out of control. Here comes Brutal in the slipstream. Pulls to the inside of Ascari now. Oh, he's done nicely to get through there. And away they go. Tate probably looking to just tuck in and follow Brutal along here. Meanwhile, just up ahead of them, Spoke within half a second to Suitlad, just absolutely chunking time out of those hard tyre runners. Oiley's also slowed down in the lead. He's done a 46.6 this time around, so he's fallen off. He's past his prime.
Yeah. As Corbin would say, washed.
Yeah, that's the one. Spoke.
Just peeked her.
Yeah, Spoke with a nice move on Suitlad there as well, going up into 8th. 3.2 seconds the gap now to make up to Dodgy for that 7th place. And now
those jokes.
Yeah, the next move I think we might see will be if Brutal can catch up to Suit Lad for 9th place here. 1.5 seconds to gap, but as we've seen, the gap to these hard tyre runners falls down pretty quickly. As now it's at 0.6, 0.5.
Catching up quickly.
Yeah, Brutus got to get a good run out of this second les mode. He might have it. I think he's a bit too far back.
Yeah, he's going to have to look for it into the Parabolica here now.
Yeah, you don't really want to catch him halfway through because it'll ruin your run. As you see, oil in on lap 13, so he's got to be 3 stopping it.
Corbin with another personal best lap of a 46.5 as well, so now starting to pick up that speed.
While Brutal's making a move on Suit Lad for 9th position. Gets it done.
Gets it done.
So only did what, 7 laps on softs? That's it?
Yep. Looking like he's going to go for another 6 or 7 here. He's filled up to 55% again.
Interesting.
And coming out in 6th place, 23 seconds off the leader. So I'm not quite sure if this is the strategy.
Well, that sort of shows him where he is in the pack at the minute. So 6th
with
in itself
everyone ahead
isn't
of
too
him
bad.
having to make a stop, this is pretty much his race position.
Yeah. So he's got to find about 20 seconds to take that.
He's running fast, but I don't think he's running that fast. He's 11 laps to go. Yeah, it's gonna be quite a bit to ask of Oily, but we could definitely see him fight up towards, I think, the podium positions if he continues on at this speed.
He's got to find about 2 seconds a lap on Corbin. So so that is a huge
Jonesy's off in front.
Oh no.
Be careful on the re-entry here as Dodgy comes on through. Here come the other TDR. He's stuck there waiting, unfortunately. One more car. He's gone for the flick spin.
Oh, that was close.
And unfortunately for Jonesy, that's 5th place, all the way down to 11th, but good sportsmanship, not trying to rejoin in front of everybody there.
Yeah, he could have pulled out and Dodgy there, but everyone really, but he thought better of it, so that was
That lit up the eyes of Dub Zerk.
Yeah,
I think, never mind, I was going to say... Corbin's caught a bit of grass coming into the second chicane. He's held the slide. I was about to say I think his tyre wear's catching up with him, but he went purple through the first sector, so right as I switched off him, he was in full lock towards the side, speeding into that. Well done to hold on to that one. And MCDC looks to be chasing down Mid-Risky here for 3rd as well. Brutal and Spoke are starting to get together with 7th and 8th. Something's happened to Darth Berserk as well, as he again is 10 seconds off the back of Jonesy.
Yeah, he's had a little, had a bit of a mistake somewhere there.
Yeah, would it be amazing if I can show
Jonesy's got a 2-second penalty as well.
Oh my gosh, it's getting worse for Jonesy.
I feel so bad for Jonesy right now, but I think Tate might have had some dramas up ahead as well. 3.2 seconds, the gap between them.
Corbin's still staying out.
Yep, we should see Corbin in at the end of this lap or lap 17, depending on when he does his 9. He did a 46.5, followed up by a 47.9 and a 47.5, so I think he's starting to feel a little bit of that tyre wear. Barely dips a tyre into the gravel on the exit there as well.
Yeah, I reckon a 9 is possible for this stint if he keeps it clean. And it'd be good for him to get it out of the way, in the middle part of this race because it's
Yeah.
pretty hard to nurse it whilst defending the position.
So I hear a microwave in the background, I think.
No, that's my text notification. Apologies.
It's trying to strike up a conversation.
Oh, Spoke and Brutal, 7th and 8th here. The teammates, a little bit of TDR action kicking off as Spoke pulls on out of the move, Brutal goes on through. Currently it's a 180 embroidery, Team Dodgy Racing, 6th, 7th and 8th. Locking out these spots here.
Let's see any Milo shenanigans between these guys.
Last lap, MCDC has done a 46.9, and this lap has pulled in about 0.8 of a second on mid-risky now. So that battle really starting to develop now as well.
Yeah, and MCDC having slightly better tyres as well, so I reckon that's helping his campaign.
More fuel as well as mid-risky's fuel light clicks on.
As we see Corbin go for another lap, his back left isn't looking too happy, but he's doing it anyway. Gee, that's a big ask for Corbin.
Yeah,
And,
that's about what my rear left looks like coming into Ascari. So he's got about another 30 to 45 seconds to run on that thing. Hopefully it can survive. Spoke in. Everyone else carrying on for one more.
Yeah, and Squid's got really good tyre wear actually. He's done quite well. I don't know if he's taken 9 laps early, but he's done really well this second stint.
Incredible consistency as well. All of his laps within half a second of each other for since he pitted at the end of lap 8. So from 10 through to 16, all within half a second of each other.
Fantastic driving.
Corbin is having a wild moment through Ascari as well as I jumped on board with him. I think that's the last major hump to get over. Just have to get through the parabolica here, which can get a bit slidey, but you can just point the car in the right direction and away it goes. We'll see. Coming in.
Oh.
Here's the slide. Control.
Drift.
So we
He's
did
done
see
well.
a change of position with MCDC and Madriski. Mids just haven't... Yeah, no, Mids just had a bit of a moment all the way from Lesmo 2 all through Ascari with no rear tyre wear. No grip on the rear left, so that has cost him.
Here's Oily. Right up behind Mid, so that's pretty much on track position.
Yeah.
Except for the guys that he's passing now, so I think he's in with a shot for the podium. I think that the win is going to be a tough ask.
Yeah, he's only got about 9 seconds to Corbin, so he's got to find at least another 10, I'd reckon, to be in a shout.
Still got to fuel up a little bit too, and he stopped. It's going to be quite a bit to ask there for Oily, but that gap from Corbin to Squid now down to 5.7 seconds. Tate has managed to come out in 4th place, running on them hard tyres. I believe he's going to make it on fuel as well, pitting on lap 6. So, doing well in fuel save mode. MCDC 2 seconds to the rear. I don't think Tate will be able to hold off MCDC, but maybe when it comes to mid-risky and Suit Lad, he can do so. Suit Lad is going to have to stop again with the fuel remaining as well.
Yeah, which is a shame because I think he started on softs as well.
Did.
So this is it's going to end up being a 2-stop anyway, which is a shame for Suit.
Do we have anyone near each other? We've got Brutal and Spoke together again. the Team Dodgy teammates. Dodgy is within 1.1 seconds of Suitlad after that stop, but like we said, Suitlad, he's just ticked over to 10% fuel remaining.
Expect Suitlad to hit this lap. The next one?
Maybe next. He could probably go if he really wanted to, but I think the faster option for him would be to pit this lap and get them softs on. Tate and MCDC are also together. I think Tate's pitting this lap, actually. He's got the indicator on. He is.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
no.
interesting call.
That's a pretty big ask to bring that back.
Yeah, here comes Suitlad as well in the pits. A lot less fuel remaining, but Tate just maybe deciding that needs a little bit more in the tank to be able to make it home comfortably. There we go, up to 50%. He's come out just to the rear of the Team Dodgy Racing guys now, running in 6th, 7th, 8th.
Oh, those broken spokes having a bit of a moment out of the first chicane, and Brutal having the run on him.
Yep, Spoke not going to fight that one.
No, he had a big moment.
So, all swings on Oily now. When is Oil going to pit? How much fuel is he going to add? And what is going to be the gap? I think he's going to come out in third place, sorry. 11 seconds the gap between Squid and MCDC. I think he'll be somewhere in the middle there.
He's still going.
Fuel gauge is flashing, continuing on for one more though.
Yeah, definitely a very interesting strategy. Very unique compared to the rest of the field.
Yeah.
But,
Penalty update as well, if we can jump into 10th for Jonesy.
it just gets worse.
He's picked up another 1.5, has Jonesy, unfortunately.
Don't even
That's
want
one to forget, Jonesy.
Yeah, don't even want to play the DJ Khaled another one sound effect. It's just painful for Jonesy.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, it happens, everyone has a rough round. This one just happens to be Jonesy's, unfortunately. So I'm just keeping my eye on Oily here, trying to see how he's getting on. He's on the run up to Ascari now. Tyres are looking great. Ran 4 back-to-back 46s, 46.7, 46.9, 46.9, 46.8. Last time around dipped into a 47.4. Running on pace for another high 46 this lap, but we'll see him into the pits.
It's way to Parabolica.
Yeah, if I was Oily, I'd be definitely going in now.
Yep, that's the one.
Yeah, I think.
He's in.
He does not have a choice. He's got 2% remaining in the tank.
Yeah, I just realised that. But yeah, this is going to be
about a second, I think.
Yeah, as we see, Corbin's just gone past pit lane.
Tyres are off. Fuel's going
gone
in.
Past. MCDC's just rounding off Parabolica.
Oh, he's putting a lot of fuel in. There we go, rolling out of his box now. He way overfueled. Way overfueled.
Yeah.
Probably only needed about 30 to 35 litres there. He's gone up in the 40s, almost to 50 there, I think 43%.
So he's looking to rev that engine to the max.
Yeah, so he's got...
still going to have plenty spare.
I think he's got a pretty easy podium if he doesn't have any mistakes, but it is a tall ask to camp Squiddy.
Yeah.
Then you got Corbin, another 6 down the road.
But one penalty could be the difference between Squiddy and Corbin. We've seen plenty of them given out. Maybe a couple of penalties might be needed for Oily to catch Squid. We'll see how MCDC can hang on to the back of Oily here. As Oily gets a really nice exit there on the run up to Ascari. Could be what MCD needs to hold off Mid, as Mid's taken 0.8 out of him on this stint already in the past 2 laps.
It's an interesting strategy from a well-known tyre maestro. I would have thought he would have gone the 2-stop and stayed on him a little bit longer, but he's gone the attacking strategy, which is a bit out of his comfort zone, I believe.
We've had a couple of strange ones. We had Tate and Souplad run on the hard tyre as well, which I did not expect to see.
Yeah, the 2-stop hard tyre strategy. Yeah.
Flashbacks to Grand Prix F1.
Flashbacks to Mercedes trying to win in Mexico. Didn't quite work out for them.
Yeah, sorry, didn't watch that one.
Either.
And then we've got Corbin out with a 7-second lead.
Can't help but to think what type of fight we would have had between Corbin and Flossie here.
Oh yeah. And this is it's been a pretty clean race from Corbin. Just reminding everyone he's still got a bit of pace. You know, he's not totally a washed Div 1 driver. You know, there's still a bit of hope.
It's alright, we can swap positions, Corbin. You can take the Div 1 spot and I'll go back and have some fun in Div 2.
Yeah. Until another Flossie turns up.
Oh, that's alright.
But, yeah. But we all seem to be a bit spread out here, with
Tate and
Oil.
Brutal in 8th and 9th just had a side-by-side run through both the Lesmos.
Oh my. I just missed that.
Tate's discovering the power of the soft tyre now and kicking himself for running like 15 or whatever it was on the hard.
Missed that moment. Would it be amazing if I could show a replay, guys?
Yeah, imagine if there was technology that lets you look back at the moment that just happened.
I know. It's
Crazy.
too much. It's too much for development costs.
Yeah, that's silly. Bad idea. My bad.
Anyway.
So, in 4th place here, he's just dropped out of the slipstream Oil, but has tagged on long enough that I think he's pretty safe from Mid-Risky. 2.6 seconds. The gap now. Mid-Risky last time with a 46.8. Absolutely taken some time out of MCDC. So that could be all that MCDC needed as he goes purple through the first sector now.
By some quite a margin.
Yeah, by about 1/10 of a second. He is hanging on to the slipstream of the current purple lap holder though, so... And Oily last time around with a 46.6.
Just needs the tires to warm up a bit. Can we see a 45?
I'm thinking if it goes purple, it's going to be a 46.1 or a 46.0.
It's not.
Is down by 0.4 this time, but those tyres still coming up to 10. So we've still got 2 more attempts at this for Oily.
Yeah, I sort of would have expected Oil to sort of streak away from MCDC a little bit more than he has, but MCDC is holding very consistently quick laps behind Oil, so yeah, props to him.
Some people do a lot better job when they're the following driver as well. I know some don't like the pressure of having to lead other drivers around, prefer to be the one in the slipstream that can follow, so maybe MCDC is in that situation. It's a 47.2 that time out of MCDC, Mid with a 47.8, so Mid's had a bit of a rough lap there. Oily in the 46s, 46.9 that time around. As was Corbin. Corbin going 0.006 of a second faster than Oily on that lap.
Yeah, apart from those, not a lot happened. As we are in the penultimate lap of the race. So, any conclusions from tonight, gentlemen? What do you think of Monza?
My conclusion is Monza's pretty terrible for racing. I mean, it's pretty clear when you look through the field here. Everyone's separated by 6+ seconds for the most part.
It does look easy when you look at the track map, but it's actually a really difficult track to truly master.
Yeah, definitely. It only has 6 braking zones, but they are the hardest braking zones. Like, they're pretty difficult. They're always leading into some weird corner. But I reckon this is Corbin's race to lose here. 9 seconds out in front of Squid.
As he slides out of the first chicane.
Alright. Showing off.
Yeah. And yeah, I think they positions should stay the same unless Spoke is probably the only one close enough to make a move.
Dragon, you're being called out.
But Dodgy will be calling out over the microphone saying stay there. So yeah, I think it should remain the same.
The commentator's curse is locked in by Jones. Let's see if it plays an effect on Corbin.
No, I think the only thing that's really going to change, if it's going to change, is going to be the purple lap if Oily can put it together. Other than that, everything's pretty settled. TDR boys they're not gonna squabble or anything silly like that. So.
Yeah, it's not a bad drive from. Oh, I was gonna say not a bad drive from Tate as he's just caught the grass and had a bit of a moment. He's cut the corner. Does that give him an invoice?
Here we go.
Did get away with that.
Front. Corbin coming around the parabolica here to take his first win of the season. Well done, Corbin. Squiddy coming through the parabolic, and now to take a second place. Well driven by Squiddy as well. Did not have the pace to hold up with Corbin there. Third place for Oily on the alternate strategy, so he's done well. He's pulled in quite a bit of time, that gap down to 17.7 from about 23. MCDC in 4th, Mid in 5th. The first of the Team Dodgy drivers is going to be Dodgy 86 unless he has a big oopsie on the exit here. He's done well to get through it though. So it's going to be Dodgy 6th, Spoke in 7th. For the first of the TDR entries. Tate's going to come across the line with barely anything in the tank for 8th place. Brutal's had a bit of a moment on that lap and fallen off the back of Tate. He's going to come across the line in 9th. Jonesy's nightmare is finally going to end. He'll be seeing penalties in his dreams tonight as he takes 10th place. Darth Berserk 11th with Soup Lad just behind, who had an oopsie on lap 23 and dropped that spot to Darth Berserk.
But yeah, once again, brilliant racing from our top 3. That was
Corbin, Squid and Oil, great effort from those 3.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially Oil with that unorthodox strategy. It worked out for him.
Yeah, I didn't think of that. But yeah, he made it pay off actually. Sort of not much better he could have done there with that strategy, but yeah, he did the best he could.
And that concludes tonight's racing here in Wheel2Wheel. So, what do we have in store for the ladies and gentlemen watching next week, guys? I think we
The
have...
F1 Retro Livery Round at Interlagos Super Enduro, so make sure to keep your eyes peeled for that one next Sunday. But until then, as always, remember to wash your hands.
And watch
And,
out for
we'll see
single
you then.
packers in the shower. Till then, take care.
3,